if he says, what makes you better than everyone else? You have to say, my ambition to drive the success of the company. That's what makes me better than everyone else. Everyone. Hello, Pradeep.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Good. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Also, we can discuss about the what is the basic thing you require to any candidate to qualify the interview for any
Okay.
kind of the company. So, and
Okay.
what is the pre-planning of before the interview? Because candidate are confused many things. Because before the interview, only candidate prepare the only the resume and repeat again in the intro in India basically. I also do the same thing. So what
Mhm.
was the other thing we can do?
Okay.
Expect
Okay. Uh, and that is a very good question, and it's very simple. How to prepare for the interview? It's very simple. You have to get your mind in the correct position. You have to have the correct perspective for your answers. Now, the biggest mistake that the candidate makes in the interview process is they think that that interview is all about them. It's all about them finding and getting a job. But the interviewer does not care about the candidate.
okay.
What the interviewer is concerned about how to fill the position with the best possible person.
Yeah,
So all of your answers need to talk about the benefit that you will be to the company. This instead of saying, well, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to help and I want to do this, you have to say, the success of the company is my top priority. And my goals are to enter the company and to contribute to the success in any way possible. Wow, great answer. See? So this is the thing that you need to think about. What makes me, because you know that there is a question that's very common in the interview process that says, Pradeep, 20 other people have applied for this job. Why should I offer it to you? This
exactly.
question is important. And what you need to talk about is you need to talk about how the company is going to benefit by you being selected.
Agreed. Completely agreed.
And this is the play. See, everybody, the moment the other people hear that question, they're saying, "Well, because I like to work and I like to study things and I like to do this. I." And see, that doesn't matter to the interviewer. He hears those things 1,000 times a day. Your answer has to be different. Your answer has to talk about the success of the company, the success of the team, contributing to the team, supporting the team. See, these are the type of answers that get his attention.
I think in interview is a first and foremost for me is a truth.
Mhm.
Whenever you speak truth, your
Mhm.
confidence is on the higher level, and as well you make a good eye contact with the interviewer as well.
Mhm. That's correct. That's correct. But just remember that typically the interviewer knows what your experience is. Now, if you feel the need to talk about something you've done in school or some particular experience or special skill you have, what you need to do is, again, you need to turn it around to benefit the company. You, what you do is you say, because I will bring my skills and my education to the company to assist in its success. See, again, you went back to the success of the company. This is what everything goes back to. Everything. It doesn't go back to you getting the job and moving up and becoming a manager and all that. This is talking about your career. You need, in the interview, you need to talk about the company, how the company is going to
Yeah.
succeed because you're picked. Now, another
Yeah.
thing that the interviewer will do, he will say the same question, but he'll say it like
Yeah.
this: 20 people have applied for this job.
Okay.
What makes you better than everyone else? And see, this is a tough question because he just said, what makes you better than everybody else? Now, see, that's what you need to say. The worst thing you can say is, well, I'm not better than everyone else. You know,
Okay.
I'm not better than anybody. That is the wrong touch. If he says, what makes you better than everyone else? You have to say, my ambition to drive the success of the company. That's what makes me better than everyone else. Everyone else has the same skill, everyone else has the same education, but I am focused on the success of the company. This kind of answer sticks in the interviewer's mind because all other answers he's heard 1,000 times.
Agreed, sir.
Okay.
Completely agree. And sir, the last one question I face the problem is whenever your HR discuss with you your salary. So what was your expectations? And I talked about my expectations and what was the HR reaction at this time. So this is a main part of for the any interviewer.
Mhm. Okay. The first thing is never be shy to talk about compensation. Now,
Okay.
I want you to think of salary as compensation. Compensation.
Okay.
We stop calling it salary. We stop calling it pay. We call it
Okay.
compensation. And the reason is, of course, is because you produce work and they compensate you with
Okay.
money. Okay?
Okay.
So never be embarrassed to talk about compensation. Always be ready to discuss in a truthful, fair way about compensation. There's nothing embarrassing about it. There's nothing secret. There's nothing dirty about it. Okay?
Okay.
So,
And because your compensation not decided to the selection process, right, sir?
well,
Because
it can. It can, but it shouldn't, but it can. So what you have to say is you have to say, well, I expect to be compensated fairly for my work. That's the first thing. I expect to be compensated fairly for my
okay.
work. And then you say, I'm not certain what the pay levels are here, but I'm certain that a quality company such as yours will not cheat its employees. Okay? And so that's why you're saying, don't try to cheat me.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's
One interviewer asked me why you are asking this fixed compensation. So I say that because I changed the company and because you give me the good monetary value. So this monetary value give me a confidence and I stick with the organization with the long term. So I give
mhm.
a particular answer for the interviewer. So this is the right answer.
Yes, yes, because if you say, well, you know, what is the typical compensation? And the interviewer says, well, why do you ask that? You say, well, it's just a
Yeah.
logical question. Is
Yeah.
if I come and I work hard, I'm wondering what the pay scale is.
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with
Yeah.
wondering, you know, am I going to work long, hard hours and get low pay? Now, obviously, now you have to remember this is another point. So I want the first point that you remember is that always make all your answers about the benefit and the success of the company. But
Okay.
the second thing you need to remember is the job interview is going both ways. The interviewer is interviewing you, but you're also interviewing him
Okay.
because Just because he offers you a job doesn't mean you're going to accept it.
Okay.
You're trying to figure out, you're trying to understand the company just as much as he's trying to understand you. See, this is a negotiation. This is not you walking in going, please give me a job, please give me. No, 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 no.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? So you remember that this is a negotiation on both sides. And sometimes they'll say, what is your salary expectation? And you can give them a number. Say, I'd like to be earning in this range.
Yeah, I can the fixed number. I am
Yeah,
not cannot the with the this particular number. I am not can join your organization with the minimum for this number because I
right.
am straightforward because I do what I can do for the organization
That's
for this
correct.
particular value. So that's
And
why
that's fine.
HR my second round or in pending because of
Hmm.
my particular salary. But I cannot I not I think so much about it because if you are not giving this amount, I'm not comfortable with this because I if I join this organization, I cannot do the work with my full motivation. So why are you joining this organization?
That's
Right? So
correct. That's correct. You're exactly right. So, and that's why you have to remember that this is an evaluation on both sides.
mm,
They're evaluating you, but
but
you are
yeah.
evaluating them.
Sir, at this time, I have little have some more tension about it because HR delay my second round interview. This is basically for the only the HR round is pending because my technical round is also done. And so that's why this is I think about it because this is my expectation value. So
Hmm.
so what we can do here, I asked the HR what was my second round. So she replied me, please take us some time and we'll let you know. So
Hmm.
okay, I can say only the okay and that's it.
That's
And
correct. No, if what you do is the only time we do follow-up calls is when before the first interview. But after the first interview, then we leave it up to them. Now you have to remember that companies like Google and Microsoft, they can take 3 weeks to a month in between interview rounds. They take a long time. And so don't worry about it. What you need to do is you need to go and get your first interview done, and then need to go and do another first interview, another first interview. You need to interview with other companies while you're waiting for this one to call for the second round.
okay,
Okay?
yes,
So do that because that way what your the most desirable thing you can do is to get 2 or 3 job offers at once. This company makes you an offer, this company makes you an offer, this one makes you an offer. Then you're sitting there looking at which offer you think is best. And the only way you can do that is to start those first round interviews with several different companies.
yes,
Okay?
yeah, completely
I think
agree.
I think you have a good mind and a good perspective at working at things. I think that if you will be honest and you'll be truthful to them and you speak slowly, speak well, I think you'll do fine everywhere.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care. Good
Yeah,
talking with you.
yeah, thank you.